got so motherfucking design on right now. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. I got 3 old guys on the block.
Good day, everyone. I am Katrina Baman, and today we will talk about writing in the discipline. Our focus for this video is something very practical and very important: common sentence error in academic writing. Before anything else, let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever written a sentence and someone told you, "Ma'am, sir, this sounds wrong," but you don't know why? That's exactly what we'll fix today. Because as a future teachers, we don't just speak English. We must write English clearly, correctly, and professionally. According to our lesson, writing in the discipline means writing accurately, meaningfully, and appropriately in academic context. That includes lesson plans, reports, research papers, emails, exams, and modules. So grammar errors are not small mistakes. They affect our credibility as a future teachers. So we must understand how to write properly. By the end of this video, you should be able to identify sentence fragments, correct run-ons and comma splices, fix misplaced and dangling modifiers, answer let-style questions, and apply correct grammar in real teaching situations. So today's session will feel like in the real classroom. I will explain, give examples, then you try. So please prepare paper and pencil or pen. So let's begin. We will discuss 3 major topics: sentence fragments, run-ons or comma splices, and modifiers. Now, let us start with the most basic structure. Before we talk about errors, we must review what is a sentence. A sentence must have subject, verb, and a complete thought. For example, this is how you do a sentence structure. We have their subject plus verb plus complete thought. The students studied for the exam. So the subject there is the students. The verb there is studied, and the complete thought is for the exam. So as you can see, all 3 parts of the sentence structure are present, which means this is the correct sentence. If one is missing, it is not a sentence. It becomes a fragment. A fragment is a group of words that looks like a sentence but is actually incomplete. Think of a fragment like half an idea. It's like texting someone, like, "because of the rain," and then you stop. Your friend will ask, "Because of the rain, what?" Incomplete, right? That's a fragment. So I have here an example. So this sentence, running through the park. Ask students, where is the subject? Who is running? We don't know, right? So this is wrong. Another example, because of the rain. This has a subject? No. Complete thought? No. Still incomplete. So when correcting fragments, you need to follow this step. Step 1, find what is missing. Step 2, add subject or verb. Step 3, make it complete. Now, let us try to fix together. Because of the rain. You need to add main clause. Because of the rain, classes were suspended. Now, it is a complete thought, right? you understand it better. Now, let us try and practice. So, all you have to do is to identify if it is fragment or complete. Number 1, after the exam. Number 2, the students review their notes. Number 3, while waiting for the bus. So, the answer is fragment, complete, and then fragment. Comment down below if you got the correct answers. Now, here is LET competency tip. In LET exams, they will ask which sentence is a fragment, which revision is correct. Quick trick. If the sentence cannot stand alone, eliminate it. Now, here is the real teacher application. Imagine writing in your lesson plan. After preparing the materials, your head teacher reads it. She'll say, after preparing, what happened? Always write the complete sentences professionally. Now, we go to the most common error students make. Even us college students struggles here. This is run-on sentences and comma splices. So a run-on happens when you join two complete sentences incorrectly. So always remember, independent clause equals complete sentence. If you have two, you must join them properly. So example, the lecture ended, the students left the room. The lecture ended, the students left the room. Read it aloud. Sounds breathless, right? Because there's no punctuation. This is what we call run-on. Now, let us move on to comma splice. So, comma splice are two sentences joined by only one comma. Second is comma alone is weak punctuation. Teach thinking process. When checking, step 1, count subjects. Step 2, count verbs. Lecture ended. First clause. Students left. Second clause. So, two sentences equals need punctuation. So, three correct ways. There are three correct ways. Memorize this for LET. There are only three correct methods. So, method 1 is period. The lecture ended, period, the students left the room. Second method, semicolon. The lecture ended, semicolon, the students left the room. Third method is a comma plus fun boys. The lecture ended, comma plus fun boys, and the students left the room. So this is the fun boys chart. We have for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So for example, I studied hard, but I failed. So we can see that it has comma plus the fun boys but. Comma splice. This is the wrong sentence. I am tired, comma, I will sleep. Only comma, still wrong. Comma alone is weak. So let's try to fix this sentence. I am tired, semicolon, I will sleep. Or, I am tired, comma, so I will sleep. Now let's pause and try. Fix this with me. Get your pen and your paper. The sentence is, I studied hard, comma, I failed. Step 1, 2 clauses. Yes. Step 2, choose method. So the correct answer is I studied hard, comma, but I failed. Comment down below if you get the correct answer. Now let us try to connect this in our real-life teaching examples. So imagine writing a report. The learners were absent. The test was postponed. This sounds unprofessional, right? So, correct grammar equals professional teacher image. A modifier describes something, but if placed far away, confusion happens. So a modifier class is placed too far from what it describes. So this is an example, or this is a funny example. He bought a used car from a salesman with a terrible reputation. Think about it. Who has a terrible reputation? A car or salesman? Confusing sentence, right? So now, let us fix this logic. Place modifier near the correct word. So, let us try to correct the sentence. He bought a used car with a terrible reputation from the salesman. So that is the correct sentence. Let us now proceed to dangling modifier. Modifier describes nothing. For example, after finishing the homework, the TV was turned on. Think about it. Did the TV do homework? Of course not. So, subject is missing. Now let's try to fix it. After finishing the homework, I turned on the TV. So that is the complete sentence. Now here's the easy trick. If sentence starts with ing phrase, check who is doing the action. If unclear, that is what we call dangling modifiers. Now I have here a sentence and I want you to identify it if it is correct or wrong. Walking to school, comma, the rain started. Is it correct or wrong? Very good. It is wrong. So I want you to get your paper and your pen and try to fix the sentence. Done? Okay. So, the correct answer is, while I was walking to school, comma, the rain started. Now, comment down below if you got the correct answer. Now, let us apply everything like teachers. So, this is an example of bad paragraph. After checking the papers, the students were noisy. I called their attention. Walking to the door, the bell rang. So confusing. And as you can see, so many errors, right? So now, let's fix together. I want you to get your paper and your pen. So here's what we are going to do. This is the step by step. First is fragment. You need to combine. Run on is we need to separate the sentences. Dangling is we need to add the subject so that you will be guided on how to get the correct answer. So let's try. Done? Okay, so the correct paragraph is after checking the papers, comma, I noticed the students were noisy. Period. I called their attention, comma, while I was walking to the door, comma, the bell rang. Period. It is so much clearer now, right? So, comment down below if you got the correct answer. So, let us connect this to teaching. As future teachers, we will write lesson plans, create modules, make exams, write emails to parents, or letter to parents. So always remember that clear writing is equal to clear communication, especially to those people around you, such as your students, the faculty and staff that you surrounded with, and also the parents, so that you will have better communication and understanding. Now, let us take note and review everything. Fragments are incomplete sentence. Run-ons are two sentences joined wrongly. Comma splice are comma only in the sentence. Misplaced or wrong placement of the sentence. Dangling has no subject on the sentence. So we must take note of that, and let's not forget. For let focused, we must analyze, identify errors, revise correctly, and we must choose the best answer. That's it for today, guys. That ends our discussion on writing in the discipline and common sentence errors. So don't forget, you must always remember what we learned today. So thank you for staying with me until the end, and I hope you guys really learned something from me. Remember, good teachers are clear writers. So we need to practice daily, edit our work, and don't ignore small mistakes, because we can make it better. And small mistakes they matter. So we will keep reviewing, and I'm confident that we will do great on the let. See you in our next lesson. Happy writing, everyone. Goodbye.